And there you go. Okay, so recording is now in session. Sige. So ayan na guys, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, please do so. That really helps us a lot growing the channel and sharing the news, no? This is a free session, libre ito, wala akong hinihing any monetary contribution from you guys. So kahit yun lang, dun lang tayo sa sa channels, no? Ayan. Okay. And lastly, before we start, this is just a disclaimer. Our session for today is for research purposes only. Okay? It does not mean it is a recommendation for you to buy or sell a stock. At the end of the day, remember that ikaw pa rin ang pipindot ng buy or sell button. So use this as a for research purposes only. Okay? Now, that is done. Let's move on to our asan na ba yung ano ko? Okay. So, we will start. Okay. So, first one, video. Video, wala naman ako masyado na pakinggan dito or narinig na any significant news, no? But this is more of a guidance para doon sa mga sa buong financial sector. So, BPI, BDO, SECB, MW, UBP, everyone. Okay? So, there was a one news that was reported by CNN Philippines noong Tuesday yata that the financial sector is now seeing the volume of loans and payments coming in pre-COVID time. Ibig sabihin nun, medyo nagno-normalize na ang financial sector and hopefully makarecover na sila. Okay? Because it's very important especially for our economy na makabawi. Otherwise, mas delikado tayo dito. Okay? So, having said that, bakit ang bagal? Kaha? Okay. Okay. So, now, on the technical side, as we can see here, no, etong si BDO is trading on is consolidating, no. Right now it is consolidating at the range of 84 hanggang 115 pesos. It started way back pa noong early March or mid March, no. And as we can see here, this week medyo nagko-consolidate siya, nagkakaroon ng mini consolidation dito sa may bottom sa may support line. Okay? So I think this is still a good sign for BDO, no? And the mere fact na hindi siya nahuhulog dito sa 84 pesos or 85 pesos, it means na yung support line is strong. Okay? So if you have BDO, okay? If you have a BDO, then I think that this is ripe for bounce. Okay? Ripe for bounce, ibig sabihin nun, nag-aantay na lang siya ng volume. Okay? But still, don't forget to set your cut loss dahil hindi natin alam kung ano mangyayari doon. Okay? So, cut loss is still at around 85 pesos. Okay? And then target or yung target price is still on the 115. Now, kung halimbawa nag-aabang naman kayo kay BDO, just like what I have said a while ago, maganda yung tinatakbo ng support ni BDO at this time. So, I think one good volume dito with a green candle, I think this is a good a good stock to watch out and potentially buy. Okay, for BDO. But then again, as I have mentioned, make sure whenever you're entering a position, always have three things. Okay, your entry, your cut loss point, and your target price. Without those three, don't go into the position. Okay? So yung tatlo entry point or entry price, cut loss price, and target price. Yun yung very, very important. Okay? So, ayan. That's my take on BDO. Now, on MBT, okay, ayun no, so napapansin natin, no, medyo same. Same ng kalakaran ng nangyayari kay MBT and BDO. They are already at the bottom of the support line, no? While dito naman kay MBT, ang range niya is at around 33 hanggang 43 pesos, no? And as we can see, the stock is doing some sort of consolidation dito sa 33 pesos. Okay? And kung mapapansin niyo, no, itong last three candles, we can see a bounce, a successful bounce coming from the support line. And it's now trading at 33.95. Okay? So kung halimbawa meron kang MBT na most likely sa taas ka nakabili. So I think for this one, you can just wait it out dahil mukhang pa-rebound na itong si MBT. Okay? But still, as I mentioned, cut loss, 33 pesos. Okay? Huwag kakalimutan yung cut loss point. Target is 43 pesos. Now, para dun sa mga nag-aabang pa lang kay MBT, just like what we have with BDO, no? I think it is already rebounding. Kasi nakita natin yung candle noong September 2, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, di ba? So, nung Wednesday, umabot siya dun sa 33 pesos. And then, Thursday, nagkaroon ng doji dito. And then, hammer naman pagdating dito sa nung Friday or kahapon. Okay? So, I think that is a potential rebound play na for a bounce play for MBT. Okay? Well, then again, cut loss, make sure 33 pesos. Okay? So, that's my take on MBT. Next up is GSMI. Okay. Okay. So, Ginebra San Miguel. Just like the other liquor stores or liquor companies like Emperador, no? And ano ba yung isa? May isa pa eh. I forgot the name. Emperador, GSMI, may isa pa. Nakalimutan ko. But anyways, yeah, for some reason they are trying to rally, no? Etong mini sector na to. Despite the issues with regards dun sa MECQ or ECQ natin before, wherein nagkaroon ng liquor ban, no? But then now we are seeing these companies, or I mean these stocks rallying, no, in the past couple of weeks. And as we can see here, GSMI is also one of them, diba? Nung Wednesday, it successfully broken its major resistance at 48 pesos. 41 pesos. Okay? And now, ayun, medyo nag-ano na siya. Nag-range na siya dito, no? Ito yung isa sa strategy na ginagawa ko since I am a conservative trader, no? Whenever there's a breakout like this one, I wait for the next pullback, no? And usually the pullback happens the day after, the day or 2 days after, no? And what I am trying to monitor is yung pullback na mangyayari on the second day should not fall below the resistance line, which ito yung nangyari kay GSMI. Okay? So, nagkaroon ng pullback, no? So, breakout ng Wednesday, pullback nung Thursday, and then Friday, we are seeing another green candle sa kanya. Okay? So, now, if that's the case, then I can say na ito na ang bago niyang range na kukumpletuhin, no? Just watch out for this resistance line. Hopefully, wag lang mahuhulog itong si GSMI. Okay? So, having said that, 41 pesos ang nakikita nating support kay GSMI. And target is, hanap tayo ng target sa kanya. Okay. Medyo mataas. Taas nga ba? At 52. So, with this one, a potential range is at around 27%. Okay? So kung halimbawa meron kang hawak na GSMI, most likely nakabili ka sa baba, no? Then just hold it out. Profit ka na rin naman, so hold mo lang siya. And watch for 52 pesos as the next resistance, which should be your target price. Okay? Now, kung halimbawa naman na nag-aabang ka kay GSMI, sayang, no? It should have been noong Thursday. Nung Thursday sana, nung nagkaroon ng pullback. No? But nevertheless, siguro what I will just wait here is another breakout dito sa around 45 pesos. Okay? So 45 pesos breakout point, doon na lang ako maghahabang ng another entry para kay GSMI. Okay? Once again, cut loss point is at 41. Okay? So that's my take on GSMI. Next is AP, Aboitiz. Okay. Medyo nagkakaroon ng pagdating sa power sector lately, napansin ko na nagkakaroon ng tug of war pagdating sa presyo. No? You can observe that with AP, FGEN, and Meralco. Okay? So, ayun, medyo, well, for me okay lang yun. That's part of the game. Mas gusto ko yung nagkakaroon sila ng consolidation as opposed to rally lang lagi dahil mas talo ka doon kung sakasakali. Medyo delikado yung mga ganong klaseng galawan no? So, ayan. So, Aboitiz Power, this is one of the power generation companies here in the Philippines. I think they are the biggest, followed by FGEN. Okay? On the technical side, we can see na nasa consolidation phase itong si AP with a range of 23 hanggang 30 pesos. Right now, medyo nasa kalagitnaan siya ng range, no? And this MA50 line is doing some sort of kumbaga nakikisaw-saw siya doon sa presyuhan ni Aboitiz. Okay? But then at this time kasi medyo boring siya dahil nasa kalagitnaan ng range. So unless bumalik siya sa around 24 pesos sa mga papasok pa lang or naghahanap ng magandang entry point, I think 24 pesos is still a good number or a good price to watch on or watch out for. Okay? Pero kung halimbawa meron kang hawak na Aboitiz, so depende ito kung saan ka nakapasok na presyo or kung ano yung average price mo. If nakakuha ka sa bandang baba ng 26 pesos, then you can just hold it. Hold it for a while dahil nakakita naman tayo ng magandang higher highs dito kay AP. Okay? Which tells me na potentially on track pa rin siya doon sa 30 pesos na target price. Okay? So kung halimbawa nag-aabang kayo kay AP, then ayun nga, as I've mentioned, 24 pesos. Wait na lang natin na bumalik siya under 24 pesos bago pumasok. Okay? So that's my take on AP. Next. SEC. Okay. So as we know, Semirara is not doing well. Dahil kaka-delist, ayokong gamitin yung word na delist dahil maraming nagkakaroon ng misconception about delisting na akala nila mawawala na si SEC sa PSE. Well, in fact, hindi naman. Nawala lang siya doon sa index, no? So, ayun, buhay na buhay pa rin si SEC. Yun nga lang, hindi maganda yung sentiment sa kanya at this time. Okay? However, despite the negative sentiment, we are seeing I would say, a consolidation, a mini consolidation dito sa area na to. Let me try to, ayan. So, nagkakaroon ng mini consolidation dito sa area na to, which is good, at least, no? That's good for me para kay SEC dahil that means na yung mga investors or traders na who are still watching SEC, they are already seeing the bottom, no? And most likely yung negative sentiment of potential future earnings have already priced in sa presyo ni SEC at this time. That's why hindi na siya ano ba yan? Hindi na siya nalalaglag mula sa 9 pesos. Okay? So, ayun. Kung halimbawa meron kayong hawak na SEC, then kung nasa taas kayo kung nasa taas kayo nakabili ng SEC, then I wouldn't suggest na mag-hold pa kayo. Okay? Dahil hindi kahit naka-price in na kasi yung presyo nito, there is still that big risk of negative news. Kahit simpleng negative news lang na pumasok, kaya niyang ibaba yung presyo ng SEC because of the negative sentiment. Okay? So, kung halimbawang nakabili kayo above 10 pesos, then my suggestion is, what I'll do is, I'll sell SEC and then move on, find another stock. Yun yung gagawin ko. Okay? Now, kung halimbawa nag-aabang kayo kay SEC, then wag muna. Wag muna. I won't suggest na, kasi kahit ako looking at how the market is doing right now, si SEC ang nakakawawa dahil negative news ang nangyayari sa kanya. So, I don't want to enter a position with SEC kahit price in na siya at the support line. Okay? So, yan, that's my take on SEC. Next, we have AC naman, no? AC. There have been some activity with Ayala Land Inc. Ali, no? In this week na sobrang binibentahan siya ng gusto. In fact, nasa overbought stage na yata si Ali no? But anyways, si AC muna tayo at this time. Okay. So, as I've mentioned, wala ako masyadong alam kay AC at the very moment. Yung biggest niyang hawak is si Ali. And Ali is not doing well pagdating sa stock price. Okay? However, AC is one of, I would say, a fundamentally good company. Okay? Fundamentally good company, ang ibig kong sabihin dito is that if you're looking for a holding company na we would say as a stable company, AC will be one of them. Okay? So that's why this is for long-term investors. If you wanted to go on a holding company owning really good child companies, then AC will be one of the best bets that we have here in PSE. Okay? In terms of technical, we can see na etong si SEC is doing okay. Ayun. Initially, I thought nakakakita ako ng reverse head and shoulders sa kanya, no? Yung nga lang, bumalik na naman siya dun sa presyuhan niya eh. Ito, let me show you this. Asan na ba yung? Ito sana eh. Kaso, hindi nag ano. Ito. Before, I thought na magtutuloy siya dito. Magkakaroon pa ng isa pang level dito ng head and shoulders. Kaso, hindi eh. Dahil na-break na niya agad dito nung around June pa lang. No? So, sayang. Okay. Now, what we can see here kay AC is that right now, nasa mismong support line na siya. Okay? Nasa mismong support line na siya. So, potentially, on Monday, hopefully, magkaroon siya ng green candle. Otherwise, pag hindi, then sentiment or at least history tells us na pwedeng magtuloy-tuloy pa ito pababa. Okay? So, ayun, kung halimbawa nag-aantay kayo or meron kayong hawak na AC, Ayala Corp, and you're just looking for what to do with AC, then watch out this coming week. Okay? Again, 690 ang support na nakikita ko kay Ayala Corp. Hopefully, ma-sustain or mag-hold itong support line na to. Otherwise, ayun nga, didire-dire sa baba. Okay? Now, kung halimbawa nag-aabang kayo kay AC, same thing. Nasa support line na siya. So, watch out pag to nagkaroon na ng confirmation candle of a bounce on Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. It should be Tuesday. Then ayun na, that is a good indicator of a good entry point for Ayala Corp. Okay? Silipin nga natin yung bid and ask. Oh wow. Okay. Medyo malaki pa rin yung volume pala sa sellers, ha. So, ingat lang dito. But who knows, sana mag-hold pa rin siya. Ang laban naman dito is not the intraday but the end of day. Yung closing at the end of the day. Closing at the end of day. Okay? So, ayun, just watch out for AC. Okay? Now, that's my take on AC. Next is AGI. Okay. So, with regards kay AGI, medyo matunog lang na pangalan ngayon with AGI is sa gaming, since hawak naman niya ang Resorts World, no? So one of the main news na nakita natin this week, this affects all the gaming sector, ha. So we have Resorts World, we have City of Dreams, and Bloomberry Resorts. Okay, so Pagcor already announced na they are planning on allowing the gaming sector or the gaming companies to start operating at 30% capacity. Okay, of course there's still a provision doon that they should still work on yung mga social distancing, ganyan-ganyan. So, ayun. So, that is still there. Okay? So, that is a really positive news for the gaming sector. Okay? Actually, yun lang hinihintay. To be honest. And once it happens, then at least my expectation is that those companies related to the gaming sector will see a short-term rally sa mga presyo nila. And that is what we are seeing with Bloom right now. Not sure with PLC though. But kay AGI, mukhang, I don't know, hindi yata masyadong pinapansin. So, which I am quite, ang tawag doon, na medyo nagtataka ako on why. But, well, we cannot really argue with the market. So, let's just follow along. On the technical side naman, we can see na AGI is doing consolidation, no? Its current range is 550 up until 770. Okay? Right now, the stock is at 612. So, at 612, that still gives us a really good potential 25% upside from our target price. Okay? So, kung meron kang hawak na AGI, then medyo I would say at its current price, etong MA50 line is doing a really good resistance para dun sa stock. So, medyo ingat ka na dito. Especially pag lumapit pa siya ng 6 pesos. Okay? For this one, I am seeing na 6 pesos ang kanyang support line. 6 pa. No. Actually, within 580 to 6 pesos yung next support line nito ni AGI. Okay? So, make sure na meron pa rin tayong cut loss point. In terms of doon naman sa entry, no? Sa entry, then at this stage, it's not a good stock to watch. No? Siguro what I'll do here is kung nag-aabang ako kay AGI, I'll wait na ma-break etong part na to. Saan siya? Eto. 645. Once na ma-break, let me check kung gaano pa kataas to. Around 20%. So, not bad. Okay? So, yun yung gagawin ko. I'll wait. Once na mabasag itong resistance line, then saka ko papasok with a target price of 770. Okay? So, ayun. That's my take on AGI. Next, MPI. So, another holding company, MPI, na more on infrastructure, tollways, hospitals. Isa ito sa pinaka well-diversified company. No? Well-diversified, but yung concentration niya is more on the infrastructure. Okay? So, ayan. At the moment, we are seeing an ascending triangle for MPI. Ascending triangle is this one. So, you have your upper resistance here, tapos merong diagonal line dito. Okay? So, as we can see, this support, etong diagonal na to, this one serves as the support for the stock. And mukhang it is doing well. Kung mapapansin natin, no, halos hindi na siya nalalagda from this line. Okay? However, eto lang, meron ako napansin dito dahil I can see a head and shoulders pattern. And head and shoulders pattern is a reversal. Okay? Reversal, ano ang head and shoulders, ha? So, watch out for that. Yeah. So, reversal pattern ng MPI. Ang head and shoulders. Ibig sabihin nun, once mabasag etong support line na to, then, since history repeats itself, there is a strong possibility or probability na the stock can go down. Okay? So, ayun. That's why it's very important na ma-sustain or mag-hold etong support line na to. Okay? So, kung halimbawa meron kayong hawak na MPI, yun yung masasuggest ko. Kung nag-aabang naman kay MPI, then, ayun. You can still follow the same thought, no? Just wait na mag-bounce siya from the support line. Or better yet, then just wait if aabot siya sa 342. Pag nag-breakout from 342, then that is an entry. Okay? So that's my take on MPI. Now, let's go to Bloom. Okay. Quick check. Recording is still on. Tapos, comment section. Let me check, ha. Baka may mga, ano na kayo. Saan ba ako? Ayun. So, bakit ganun? Nasaan ako? Bloom and Mac, meron na. EEI, wala pa yata. MWIDE, meron na. CHP, meron na. APX, meron. NIKL, meron. Web and Axilum. Axilum, meron na. Pero Web, wala pa. Sabi ni Jem, tapos na po ba yung Ali? Hindi pa. Jem, AC pa lang. Sabi ni Vicente, AC and SM are the bellwethers of Philippines. Yes, and pero hindi lang sila, ha. Sila yung pinakamalaki. Sila yung pinakamalaking weight pagdating dun sa ano natin. And they can, the good thing about that is they can dictate kung ano ang galawan ng PSE, ng index. Yun nga lang, it's a double-edged sword. So if they can influence you dahil sa weight nila, then that means kung anong galaw ng nilang dalawa, most likely it will drag the index then kasama nila. Sabi ni ni Archie, Holchim. Meron na ba tayong Holchim? Hindi ko makita pero sige. Ilagay ko na lang din ha para Holchim. Also dito, meron lang dito. CHP. Meron na ba CHP? Wala pa yata. Add ko na lang din. And then Tech for Russell. Ayan. Okay. Sige. So I think na catch on na natin lahat ng nasa comment box. By the way guys ha, itong nasa asan ba yun? Ayan. Itong list natin dito, tatry natin na abutin lahat sila. Pero again, ang cut-off natin is 10 p.m. Okay, so hopefully matapos natin. Otherwise, pasensyahan na lang. Ayan. Okay. So, after Bloom, ayun. Sakto. Gem. So, Ali. Ay, hindi pa pala tapos. Okay. Bloom muna before ang Ali. Okay. So, with Bloom. So, ayun yung sinabi ko kanina, PAGCOR approves reopening of the gaming operations in the Philippines at 30% max capacity. That is a positive news and I can see na it is the start of the potential rebound and hopeful rebound of Bloom. Okay? Of Bloom tuloy. Not only Bloom, but all the gaming sectors here in the Philippines. Okay. Now, as we can see here, si Bloom, it was after a long, almost 2 months consolidation dito. 2 months ba or 1 month lang? 1 month consolidation dito sa area ng 6 pesos. No? It successfully broken its the 7 peso mark noong Thursday. Okay? When it registered at around 7:05. Okay? Yun nga lang, nung Friday, kahapon, kung mapapansin natin, no? Nagkaroon na ng profit taking agad kay Bloom. The good thing though is it stayed above 7 pesos. Okay? So, this support line, well, initially a resistance, but now I can say it's now a support line. So this one must hold. Okay, this one must hold for Bloom to take on another range or another trading range. Okay, so watch out watch out this week. Hopefully magstay on siya above 7 pesos. Tingnan natin tong bid and ask. Oh, wow. Medyo malaki yung harang niya. Malaki yung harang sa seller side. So, with this one, this tells me na si Bloom might open lower, below 7 pesos. Okay? But then again, as we discussed kanina, we are focusing on end of day, not intraday. Okay? So, okay lang na mag-open siya lower than 7 pesos. Just make sure lang na si Bloom ay magstay above. Otherwise, pwedeng mauntog na yan and bumalik ulit dun sa 6 pesos na support. Okay? So, kung meron kayong Bloom, watch out on Monday. Okay? Now, kung wala pa kayong hawak na Bloom, then I think this is a good chance, no? Na ang mahalaga lang, as I've mentioned, is masustain niya yung above 7 pesos. Okay? So, ayan. And then target is at around 8 pesos. Okay? So, ayan. That's my take on Bloom. Next is Ali. Okay. So, Ali is quite interesting. It's interesting in a sense na I am trying to look for a news to explain why this is happening. Unfortunately, wala akong makitang news, no? So, this tells me na most likely this is just price action. When we say price action, it's just the traders or investors trying to sell their their Ali stock. Okay? So, since nabasag yung initial resistance niya, since nabasag yung initial support line niya at 2882, this now becomes a new resistance line para kay Ali. Okay? So, this means na okay. Sige, adjust ko na lang. Ayan. Potentially, this is now, kasi bumalik na siya dun sa baba ng support line di ba? So, this is now its new range. No? Having said that, kung may chance na mauntog ulit siya sa 2882 and baka dumre-diretso ito po ba? Baka bumalik na naman siya sa 23 pesos. Okay? So, hopefully, especially dun sa mga may awak ng Ali, okay? Kung may hawak kayong Ali, then okay, kung may hawak kayong Ali, sana nakapagbenta na kayo nung nahulog siya noong Tuesday pa lang. Nung Tuesday. Okay? Kasi, ayun nga, di ba? Tuesday, so na-break na niya. Na-break na niya yung support. Tapos, kung hindi ka pa napagbenta, then saan ka magbebenta? Kasi, looking at this formation, nakalimutan yung pangalan nung formation na to, no? But then, this is actually I'd say, a bullish pattern. Itong three candle formation na to. It's a bullish one. No? However, kasi hindi ako masyadong nagtitrade based on based on 3 candles and below. Most ng tinitrade ko are only those na merong clear na pattern or trend. Okay? So, ayun. Ngayon, kung halimbawa kung halimbawa nag-aabang kayo kay Ali, wait na bumalik siya above 2882. Okay? And doon kayo pwedeng makapag-trade. Kasi it has already reached its overbought level oversold level, which is nung nangyari itong pagbagsak nito. No? So, ayun. Still, for me, Ali is still a good company to buy for a long term. No? Kasama yan si Ali and SMPH. Those are two powerhouses pagdating sa property. Diba? So, ayan. That's my take on Ali. Next, SSI. Okay. Okay. So, SSI, SSI's ano tawag dito? Business revolves around luxury stores, 'di ba? Sila yung distributor ng mga luxury stores dito sa Philippines. Luxury brands na dito sa Philippines. So, with the pandemic going on, hindi ko sila nakikitaan ng magandang, at least this year, hindi ko sila nakikitaan ng magandang sentiment. Okay? But on the technical side, as we can see here, no, medyo maganda yung ginawa ni SSI nung Friday kahapon. Nag-breakout siya dito sa MA50 line niya. Okay? And let me draw the support line dito. Ayan. Okay? So, na-break niya yung MA50 with a good volume. So, this is a confirmation of a breakout. Itong ginawa ni SSI. Okay? Now, For me, as I have mentioned kanina, I'm a conservative investor or conservative trader. So I will wait for the next day for a pullback. That will be on Monday. So I am hoping na by Monday magkakaroon siya ng konting pullback. But the pullback must not go below 110. Okay? It must not close at it must not close below 110. Okay? So, yun lang yung only warning na nakikita ko kay SSI. Kung may hawak kayong SSI, hopefully dito kayo sa baba nakabili, then just hold lang. Dahil potentially ayan. Potentially it could reach 145. Okay? Kung nag-aabang naman kayo kay SSI, so yun, you can follow the same thought na mention ko kanina, wait for the pullback. Which is hopefully or most likely will happen on Monday. And that will dictate kung ano yung pwede mong gawin. Okay? So yan, that's my take on SSI. Next tech. Try kong bilisan na ha. Okay. So, with tech, wala masyadong news dito, but the stock is just trading its range. Okay? The range is at 507 hanggang 965. Okay? At the moment, nasa baba siya ng range niya. Okay? So, with this one, kung may hawak kayong tech, at this stage, kung dito kayo nakabili sa taas, medyo mahirap na siyang habulin. Kung ako yon, I will just cut it, move on to the next. Okay? Pero kung nakakuha naman kayo dito sa may bandang baba, then just hold. Okay? Set your cut loss price at 550. Okay? 550, kung hindi nyo abutin yan, then 507. Doon naman sa mga nag-aabang, okay? Doon sa mga nag-aabang, then I think it's still possible sa 510. So, I'll just wait for 510. 510 nga ba? Ay, hindi naman. 530 pala, sorry. Yeah, 530. I'll wait for 530 na maabutan. And then, saka ako pwedeng mag-entry. And then, target price is still at 7 hanggang 710. Okay? Now, MWIDE. Okay. So, MWIDE is doing well actually. In terms of its movement this past few weeks. No, dahil na-sustain na niya itong 615 na price point. Okay? Let me just try to draw that. Itong 6 basta ayan. 615 or 618, no? Okay. So, medyo malapit na siya sa 797. Hopefully, ma-break. Hopefully. Yun lang inano ko. Kung may hawak kayong MWIDE, no? And nakabili kayo sa medyo taas, it's now on the medyo nagkakaroon siya ng mini uptrend dito sa part na to eh. Characterized by this 4 candles. Diba? Nagkakaroon na ng higher highs and lower highs. Higher highs and higher lows pala. Okay? So, ayun, hopefully lang talaga ma-break na to dahil medyo matagal na. Imagine, kailan pa to? March pa. Hindi na ba-break itong 797 na resistance or 8 pesos na resistance line para kay MWIDE. Okay? Now, kung halimbawa nag-aabang kayo kay MWIDE, just wait for the breakout. Okay? Breakout here at around 8 pesos. Okay? So, yan. That's my take on MWIDE. Next is ACEN. Ayala AC Energy Corp. Okay. So, just like what we have discussed last week, no? The stock broke out from its head and shoulders pattern And right now, it is on the range ng 262 hanggang 285. 262 hanggang 286 pala. Okay? Kung may hawak kayong ACEN, nakakuha kayo sa baba, then stay put, hold lang, set your cut loss at 262. Kung halimbawa namang naghahanap pa lang kayo ng entry, wait for 262 or wait for the breakout at 286. Okay? So, ayun. That's my take on ACEN. Next, Meralco. Okay. So, Meralco, just like what I have mentioned kanina about doon sa energy sector, no, merong nakakita tayo ng I think short term lang naman ito, negative sentiment. Specific for Meralco is yung issue nung si Senator Gatchalian na sabi niya Meralco could lose its license, especially kung hindi nila babayaran yung 19 million na fine sa kanila. Nagkaroon ng fine si Meralco dahil sa hindi malinaw na yung charges sa electric bills natin, no? So dahil doon nagkaroon sila ng fine galing sa Department of Energy yata. Tama ba? Department of Energy. So Mayor is trying to reverse that fine, no? So we'll see how it goes. But then again, there is this short-term negative sentiment on MER. Okay. Now, on the technical side, we can see na it is ranging, no, at 250 hanggang 295. Okay? At the moment, medyo lumalapit na siya sa 250 na support line. Okay? So, kung may hawak kayong MER, then just set your cut loss sa 250 and target at 290. Kung nag-aabang naman kayo, same thing. Antay na lang sa 250 na support line. Extend ko na lang siya. Hopefully, ma-break na to dahil medyo may katagalan na since the last time na break itong 290 na ito. No? Okay? So, yan. That's my take on Meralco. Next. SSI ulit. Tapos na natin yung SSI. Next is EEI. EEI is another infrastructure company. Okay? Ang kasama nito ni EEI ay si MWIDE, si Holcim, si Eagle, si DMW, DM Wenceslao. So, ayun, sila yung nasa infrastructure, no? On the technical side, medyo maganda yung galawan ni EEI. Okay? I am hoping na mag-form siya ng tawag dito, cup and handle eventually. Okay? Potential cup and handle is here. Medyo malaki, no? So ito kasi yung ginawa din ni if you still recall, si Dito, ganito rin yung ginawa niya, si NIKL, ganito rin yung ginawa niya. So, I'm not saying na it will happen dahil wala namang there is no stock na same nang gagawin, but I am hoping. Okay? I am hoping na ganito yung gawin ni EI, which means na at this breakout, nung na-break niya itong first is the MA50 line and malapit na siya dito sa MA200. Okay? So kung may hawak kayong EEI, just wait. Tingnan natin kung ano yung pwedeng gawin nito ni EEI. And watch out for 7 pesos. Dahil yun yung immediate na resistance na nakikita ko sa kanya. 7 pesos. Once ma-break niya yan, most likely broken na rin itong MA200, then we have a better chance of reaching ano ba to? 10 teka. Nasaan ba yung ano ko? Ayan. It could be reaching 1040 potential. Okay? So, ayun. Uh, kung may hawak kayo, hold. Kung nag-aantay pa lang kayo ng entry, wait for MA200. Okay? So, yan. That's my take on EEI. Next, MM. Okay. Okay. Etong si MM, I'm not sure what it is really doing right now. Kasi medyo ano siya, medyo volatile siya this past week, no? It opened this week ng sa baba at 284. Tapos the next day nagrally ng sobra. Tapos last 2 days pababa na naman siya. Okay? So what I can see here is this range. Adjust ko na to ha kasi ito yung nakita natin before eh. Okay? So the range is 212 hanggang 325. Okay? Nauntog na siya at 325, then most likely pababa na itong stock na to. Okay? However, kung mapapansin niyo nandito yung MA50 line, no? Itong blue na parang curve na yan. Yan lang yung nakikita kong parang initial salvation ni MM. Pag siya nahulog pa, bumaba pa siya ng mga, nag-close pa siya ng around 290 this week, then most likely pababa na ulit itong si MM. Okay? So kung may hawak kayong MM, watch out. Hopefully dapat nakabenta na kayo sa kanya. Kung hindi, then yun, watch out for this support line, 290. Yun na yung maging cut loss point niyo. Okay? Kung nag-aabang naman, then I won't trust MM at I won't trust 290 at this time. Okay? Ang nakita ko magandang play na lang dito is either bumalik siya ng 212 or bumalik siya ng 2 pesos or mag-breakout siya ng 325. Okay? So that's my take on MM. Next, BPI. So with BPI, no, nasabi ko na naman yung piece ko about the financial sector kanina. In case na hindi niyo naabutan, you can still go back dun sa recording na ipopost ko sa YouTube channel natin. And I discussed that. I think it's the first one with BDO, no, kung ano yung major sentiment ng financial sector at this time. Okay, so moving on to the technical side, we can see na yung range niya right now is at 61 pesos hanggang 78. Okay, the good thing here is that mukhang, so from here, ito yung ginagawa niyang range ngayon, no? Ayan. So, potentially, what will happen there is once it reaches around 68 pesos, babagsak ulit siya. Ayan. Okay. So, ayan. Ito yung potential na track na gagawin ni BPI. Unless ma-break niya itong resistance dito, which I am hoping para dun sa mga ipet or nakapasok dito sa baba. Okay? However, this pattern, descending triangle, is a continuation pattern. Okay? Continuation nga ba? No, it's a reversal. It's a reversal pattern. So that means yung bias niya is towards the support. Okay? So that means mas malakas yung bias niya na ma-break ito pababa. Okay? So kaya importante na maka-breakout siya dito sa taas. And I think na this week, and I'm hoping na this week ma-break na niya. Otherwise, delix na to. Okay? So kung meron kayong hawak na BPI, same rule applies. Once na medyo malapit na siya sa 68 pesos, then you might want to consider partially selling. no? Kung nag-aabang naman kayo kay BPI, then 68, siguro we can make it 70 pesos as a confirmation breakout for BPI before pumasok. Okay? Target is 78 pesos. Okay? So, yan. That's my take on BPI. Next, WLCOM. Okay. Now, with WLCOM, ah, ay, Nick. Okay. So, with Wilcon naman, nakakita tayo dito na I really thought nung nakaraan na kaya din niyang i-break itong, at least itong MA200 line man lang. Pero for some reason, hindi niya ginawa. In fact, nung Tuesday, nag-reverse pa siya. Nauntog pa siya hanggang sa, ayun, is trying to form another uptrend, mini uptrend dito, categorized by these last three candles, no? So hopefully maka-break na siya. Kung may hawak kayong Wilcon, then wait out. See kung anong gagawin nitong MA200 sa kanya. If it will still hold the stock dito sa line na to as a resistance, or ma-break na niya hopefully, and finally etong si 1670. Okay? Kung wala pa, nag-aabang pa lang kayo, then the upside is too thin na for me. Just wait na mabasag niya itong 1670 before pumasok. And once mabasag, next target is 19 pesos. Okay? So, ayan. That's my take on WLCOM. Next, DNL. Okay. So, with DNL, this is quite interesting. If you can see here, nag-draw ako ng descending triangle. No? Descending triangle is basically a flat support line and a diagonal resistance. Okay? So, medyo nagkakaroon ng volatility dito sa part na to. Itong part na to. No? It appears na ang mga buyers and sellers are trying to nagkakaroon ng tug of war kung ano yung gagawin. Are we buying or are we selling dito sa part na to? So, medyo inconclusive siya for me. Okay? However, let me try to check this one. Kasi since nabasag na to, pero hindi nag-continue di ba? Kung mapapansin niyo. Nabasag siya here, pero hindi na siya nag-continue. Nauntog, and then up again, and then nauntog na naman. So, that means etong line na to is not anymore valid. Okay? So, with this one, then, ayusin ko to ha. If meron kayong hawak na DNL, ang gagawin ko na lang dito is wait. To wait it out. Kasi mukha namang etong MA50 is doing a really good support sa kanya eh. So, hayaan na muna natin si MA50. Okay? Cut loss point, hopefully kaya pa ng average ninyo is at 450 na. Okay? And then target price again 617. Same thing for those na nag-aabang kay DNL. Wait for it na umabot ng 450. 450 hanggang 474. Yung area na yon. Okay? Before pumasok. Ayan. So, that's my take on DNL. Next, nickel. One of the mining stocks. So, pagdating dito kay nickel, sa global market kasi, medyo nakakita tayo ng profit selling, no? Profit taking. Not only with nickel ha, even gold. Nagkaroon na ng profit taking session sa global market, and those affects the sentiment over the mining sector dito sa Philippines. Okay? So watch out for that. Although kahit naman merong profit taking, which is normal for any stock, or stock commodity or kung ano man, or forex pair man yan, those things are healthy. Ang mahalaga lang is maka-recover and magtuloy yung uptrend nila. Okay? Which still tells me na maganda pa rin uh, ang sentiment dito sa mga mining stocks. Okay? So, now, what we are seeing here is, eto nga, ito yung dindraw natin na ano pangalan nito? Na pattern nung nakaraan pa. Since as we saw na nagkakaroon ng cup and handle, the handle here is mukhang sinusunod na nga niya. Kasi nauntog na rin siya dito sa part na to nung Wednesday. No? So, what we can do here, kung halimbawa meron kayong hawak na nickel, nakabili kayo sa baba, then just stay put. I think you still have a good profit margin para makapag-stay longer, no? Otherwise, watch out for these key support lines, 285 and 305. Okay? Now, doon naman sa mga nag-aabang kay nickel, at this stage na nagkakaroon ng volatility, wag muna. I'll just wait na ma-break etong 345. So, breakout play na lang doon sa mga nag-aantay ng entry points. Okay? Ayan. So, that's my take on nickel. Let me check the comment box here. Sabi ni Emmanuel, food and green. Meron na ba tayong? May green, alam ko merong green. Food, wala. Most likely, hindi natin siya abutin, pero ilagay ko na lang din. Who knows? Diba? Sabi ni Macdo, sir, meron sir nag-lease contract with BPO company. I think what you're referring here is dun sa Ali, no? Yes, na ano ko siya. Yun nga lang kasi, ang problema noon is that it's a long-standing agreement. Ibig kong sabihin doon is it has been agreed upon pre-COVID pa lang. So that's why kung mapapansin natin, hindi siya masyadong affecting doon sa stock. No? So this is not only with Ali, but also MEG and FLI. Dahil silang tatlo ang may pinakamalaking office leasing portfolio sa PSE. Okay. Sabi ni Erimar Glow. Parang hindi ko yata nilagay yung glow. Lagay ko lang din, sige. Morning Star. Not sure what you mean, Morning Star. Ito ba yung sa Ali kanina? Hindi ko na medyo limot ko na yung mga tawag So, sorry. Sabi ni James, iwas ako sa tech, move on na. Yeah, well. Pero sayang the earnings of tech is really impressive. Yun nga lang, obviously hindi siya kinaagat ng investors and traders. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. But fundamentally it is doing well. Sabi ni Raymond, SSI sir, biglang up. Yes, kung napansin nyo kanina, it came from a very, 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 very long na consolidation. And then nakakita tayo ng breakout from the MA50 line. So, as I mentioned, hopefully, magtuloy-tuloy na siya. Okay. Next. So, after nickel, we go to, saan na tayo? FGEN. Okay. So, si FGEN, this is quite tricky, no? Inabangan ko siya nung kahapon. Sabi ko, mukhang nag-hold etong MA50 line sa kanya. And then, for some unknown reason, nung mag-closing na yung market, bigla siyang nahulog. So, medyo kamot ulo na lang ako. Pero sabi ko, well, okay. Then that means, yun yung ano ko, yun yung sign ko na sabi ko, okay, then that means magdadagdag na muna ako kay FGEN. Dahil as I mentioned, may hawak akong FGEN. This is part of my long-term dividend portfolio. So, pangdagdag sa dividend. Ayan. Now, on the technical side, we can see na yung range niya, no, from 22 pesos hanggang 27 pesos is still intact. The price right now is medyo nasa gitna, so I would say boring. Yun nga lang, delix itong si MA50 line dahil nabasag na naman siya. Okay? However, kahit na nabasag siya, medyo hindi ko na muna siya bibigyan ng malaking weight pagdating doon sa aking time horizon dahil sabi ko nga, long term naman ito, so that's okay with me. Ngayon, kung halimbawang ilalagay ko yung trading hat ko, short term trading hat ko, dito sa kay FGEN, then same thing. Hindi ko mo siya papansinin, itong MA50 line, dahil kung napansin niyo no, yung volatility niya dito sa part na to, masyadong mataas. So, ayokong pasakitin yung ulo ko on doing that. However, on the bright side though, nakikita natin na the stock is doing higher lows. Okay, so I am hoping na magtuloy-tuloy ito. That's why medyo critical yung Monday. Actually, not only Monday, but this whole coming week for FGEN. Now, kung meron kayong hawak na FGEN, then nakabili dito kayo sa taas. This MA50 line is a trigger point. So, it gives us a sell signal kahapon. Okay? It is a sell signal kahapon. Now, kung nag-aabang naman kayo kay FGEN, then most likely just wait hanggang umabot siya ng let's say mga around 23 pesos flat. No? Kung hindi siya umabot ng 23 pesos flat, then just wait for the breakout na. Okay? So, ayun. That's my take on FGEN. Next, MAC. Macro Asia. Ito mukhang nag-rally din si Macro Asia, di ba? Ay, flat pala siya. Okay. So, as we can see here, medyo flat itong si Macro Asia. Hindi niya ma-break itong 503 or 5 pesos na line. It did try it nung nakaraang August 19, kaso bumalik din siya. No? So, that means this resistance line is still strong for MAC. Kung nag-aantay kayo ng, kung meron kayong hawak na MAC, no? Then, for me, it's already a cut eh. Nabigyan na ako ng cut signal dito pa lang. Nung bumabalik na siya dito sa baba. Buti nga, medyo maganda at least kahit paano, hindi siya yung dumire-diretsong bumaba ng ganun. But instead, nagko-consolidate siya dito sa part na to. Itong part na to. So, pero wala, medyo ano pa sa akin to, anong term na ginamit ko kanina? Inconclusive pa si MAC for me at this time. Okay? So, para naman doon sa mga nag-aabang ng magandang entry point, I would say a breakout from 5 pesos with a good volume. Okay? With a good volume. Yun yung mahalaga doon. So, potentially mga around mag-rally siya ng above 5% with ano ba ang average na volume nito ni MAC. Nasa around 2.7. So, give or take double it, mga around 5 million na value. Then I think, or siguro ito pala yung volume ito yung value. Ayun, yung volume, 1.25 kasi yung volume eh. So, once na mag-double that, so mga around 5 million na volume, then yon, that is the confirmation ng breakout for MAC. Okay? So, ayan, that's my take on MAC. Okay? Next, GTCAP. Okay. With GTCAP kasi medyo negative yung sentiment niya dahil sa major contribution nito with properties and property KFLI, no, and Toyota. As we know right now, the revenue of Toyota Philippines is not doing well dahil na rin sa pandemic. Okay? So, hopefully, makarecover tong si GTCAP. Ayan. So, on the technical side naman, the range that we are seeing here is at around 365 hanggang 531. No? Naglagay ako ng support line dito nung nakaraang week sa 400 pesos. Yun nga lang, nabasag ulit siya. Okay? So, at 380, then most likely, pwedeng umabot pa yan sa support line na 365. Okay? So, pero parang makita rin ako ng ano dito this one descending triangle. Which is not a good sign. Dahil potentially, pag sa descending triangle, merong strong force yan na pwedeng tumulak sa presyo pababa eh. Okay? Ayan. So, ingat for GTCAP. Kung nag-aabang kayo kay GTCAP, then 365, bounce from 365. Pero siguro, yung bounce weight na umabot siya ng 400. So, bounce sa 365 and then breakout ng 400 will be, for me, a better combo for GTCAP. Okay? 365 is still the cut loss or is the support or cut loss point for GTCAP. Okay? Next, SMPH. Okay. Parang hindi natin masyadong pag-uusapan si SMPH eh, no? And to be honest, hindi ko na siya masyadong na-monitor talaga. Ayan. Kasi medyo ilag muna ako ngayon sa property sector dahil I know na medyo malaki yung effect sa kanila nung pagkawala nung pandemic eh, dahil syempre yung mga projects nila are on hold or yung mga malls nila, especially SM na malaki ang portfolio nila sa mga malls eh talagang affected din talaga. So medyo ilag muna ako sa ganyan. Pero since ni-request niyo siya, then sige, let's talk about it. On the technical side, we can see na nabasag yung nilagay kong support line sa kanya. No? It's supposed to be an ascending triangle. Kaso kung napansin natin dito nung Monday, nabasag na siya. Okay? So that means this triangle is now invalidated. And let me try to find another support line for the stock. Okay. Kaso nabasag na din eh. This one. Diba? Basag din eh, oh. And yun na rin nagiging resistance niya. So, that means na medyo delix pa rin ito. Nasa negative side, negative bias si SMPH. So, I won't add this one sa watch list ko at this time. If may hawak kayong SMPH, sa akin kasi it's already a sell eh. Dahil nabasag na eh. So, I would say sell. Pero kung nag-aabang kayo kay SMPH, same thing. Wait kung anong gagawin na itong 28 pesos. No? if yung stock yung stock ba mabibreak niya yung 28 pesos or tuluyan siyang bababa. Let's check the bid and ask. Ala, bakit no data to display? Ayun. Okay. Oh, wow. Medyo malaki pa yung harang, ah. Malaki yung volume, pero dalawa lang yung order. So, this for me is non-conclusive. Dahil dalawa yung order, most likely, nilagay lang yan dyan ng kung sino mang broker na gustong magpagalaw ng SMPH. But nevertheless, yeah, since this one is inconclusive, then that means we'll just rely on what the chart will tell us. Which it tells us na untog siya dito sa 28 pesos. Okay? So, ayan. That's my take on SMPH. Next, RCI. May RCI ba? Ano yung RCI? Hala? Ang alam ko lang RLC. Robinson's Land. May RCI ba? Let's check. For some reason, mabagal yung Instagrams ko. Hindi ko alam, is it just my internet or sa inyo ba guys? In case na meron kayong ano. Ayun, finally nag-load up. Rojas and Company Inc. Okay. So, si Rojas, first time ko itong ma-encounter si ang Rojas and Company Inc. So, pardon me kung wala akong masyadong mabigay na insight dito. But on the technical side, nabasag na ulit yung support line. This was the initial support line at 1.14. No? So, nabasag siya nung Thursday and then it tried to rally up pabalik doon sa above 114 pero hindi niya kinaya and it closed just right at 114. Okay? So, let's wait kung ano gagawin ni RCI next week. If may hawak kang RCI, sorry to tell, but this is already a sell signal for me. So, if meron akong hawak na RCI, I'll just sell it. Then move on to the next stock. Okay? And besides, the volume is not really high. Diba? Yes, merong high volume dito. Kaso, very minimal lang yung binigay niyang rally para dun sa stock price ni RCI. So, yeah. Kung nag-aabang kayo kay RCI, then most likely ang gagawin ko na lang dito, wait for the breakout. Nasaan ang breakout point ko? Etong resistance. 130. Dito ko siya hihintayin na mag-breakout. Okay? So that's my take on RCI. Next is GMA 7 na ayan. Wala akong masyado na babalita kay GMA 7 apart from doon sa last news nila na despite closure of ABS yung volume nila ng ad revenue is it remains flat. So hindi masyado nagkaroon ng effect sa kanila si ABS apart from the market sentiment which drive the stock of GMA 7 na gumalaw ng konti pero halos wala lang din. Which is kind of weird to be honest. But anyway, nevertheless, let's talk about the stock. So at its current support, the stock is trading at its current support, which is good, no? Pero pag ganito kasi, ang hihintayin ko lang talaga dito is breakout. Saan yung breakout? Potentially and hopefully is ganito siya. Ayan. With a good volume. Di ba? Dito yung volume line niyo. Ayan o. Magkaroon naman ganyang volume dyan sa baba. Tapos ganito. Then, yon. That will be my buy signal. Okay? So, kung nag-aabang kayo kay GMA 7, yun yung masasuggest ko na pwede nyong gawin. Okay? So, ayan, that's my take on GMA 7. Save ko lang to. Next is MWC. Ay, ayaw niya. Okay. So, dito kay MWC, it's quite an interesting stock, to be honest. Dahil kung mapapansin natin, no, nakababa na siya before dito sa part na to, pero nakapag-rally up pa siya. And it registered higher lows. Itong part na to, oh. Tapos coupled mo pa siya with a golden cross dito sa part way back in August 18. No? So this tells me that this at MWC is on an uptrend right now. Okay? However, ingat pa rin sa 15 pesos dahil 15 pesos still remains as a valid and strong resistance for MWC. Okay? If may hawak kayong MWC, then most likely nakakuha kayo sa bandang maba, which is good. So congratulations. But please make sure na you still have your cut loss point. Okay? Cut loss point, adjusted cut loss point, I can see it dito. At, 1372. Okay? And then target is 15 pesos. Ngayon, kung nag-aantay kayo ng magandang entry point for MWC, I will just wait sa 1308 or 13 flat. Na, well, hopefully, tingnan natin kung aabot pa siya doon. Otherwise, breakout. Yun na lang yung next na pwede nating antayan for that stock. Okay? So, that's it. Next is DMC. DMC is a holding a holding company which owns the DMCI and SCC and ano pa ba? Yun ang kilala kong medyo sikat na hawak ng DMCI Holdings eh. Anong DMC Holdings eh? DMCI at saka DMCI Properties at saka SCC. No? So, well, let's see. On the technical side, we can see na itong stock is on accumulation or consolidation mode. Range of 330 hanggang 477. Okay? Medyo nakikisaw-saw itong si MA50 line sa kanya. But then again, the stock was able to rally above the MA50 line, which is good. Okay? If you have DMC, then, or if I have DMC, ang gagawin ko na lang is, I'll just hold. Kasi maganda na naman ginagawa niya ngayon eh. Diba? There is a higher lows na napapansin natin dito. So, ayan. Hopefully, masustain niya yan. And besides, nandito pa rin si MA50 line. So, ayan. If may hawak kayo nun, yeah, just wait. If wala, nag-aabang ng magandang entry point, then we can just wait dito sa 378, 380. No? Na baka umabot siya diyan. Okay? But just make sure na sa bounce kayo papasok, hindi doon sa mismong 380. Dahil, ano pa yon? Kumbaga, hilaw pa. No? At baka umabot pa yun ng 330. So, mahirap na. Okay? So, yan. That's my take on DMC. Next is dito. Okay. So, dito, wala akong masyadong narinig na masyado kay dito apart doon sa pangalan nito. Yung changes doon sa leadership nila na si Albert something ang pumalit na kay Dennis Oy as the president ng Dito Telecoms. Okay. So, ayan. On the technical side naman, we can see dito na medyo nasa consolidation siya. Upper consolidation ng upper range na ito. So, let me remove this one para hindi nakakalito. Ayan. At this time, para doon sa kanyang immediate resistance, gano'n na lang siya kalaki. 15 pesos. 16%. So, it's still good. Still good. However, kung mapapansin natin, no, nagkakaroon na siya ng lower highs. Lower highs, itong part na to. Okay? So, pag ganyan, ilag muna ako for dito dahil meron siyang ano, kumbaga there's still this negative bias para doon sa stock. Okay? So, ayan. Pero if you have dito, most likely nakakuha kayo sa baba, then just hold. Cut loss point is at 315. Target is 385. Okay? Actually, pwede pa nga siya sa sa 415. No? Now, if you're waiting for an entry point for dito, then same thing. 315 is the support line. So, wait for the bounce and then yun na yung masasabi natin na entry point. Okay? So, ayan. That's my take on dito. Next, APX. Etong APX, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina due to its gold play. Okay? When I say gold play, since one of its mineral na minimina is gold, so basically, ang sentiment niya relies heavily doon sa global market. Sa globe tuloy, gold market, sa gold market, yeah. Okay? Which, as I mentioned kanina, nagkakaroon ng profit taking. Okay? So, watch out for the movement ng gold price sa global market. Okay? On the technical side naman, as we can see here, the stock is still on an uptrend. Pero nagkakaroon na ng consolidation dito sa part na to. Actually, may ano na nga siya, may pennant na tayo nakikita dito. This is the pennant. Okay? The good thing on pennant is it is a continuation pattern. So that means it will continue kung ano man yung trend na ginawa niya before. Yung trend niya before was downtrend. Downtrend tuloy. Uptrend. So given that it's a continuation pattern, then that means once ma-break ito and ito, then we are hoping na lumipad ulit etong si APX. Okay? So, ayan. Kung may hawak kayong APX, then just wait, hold. Tingnan natin kung anong gagawin nito. Wag lang mabasag tong support line na to, ha. Wag lang siya mabasag. Kung nag-aabang ka naman kay APX, then gano'n kalaki? Medyo maliit na lang naman. So, just wait for 173, yung breakout na yon. Okay, so that's my take on APX. Next is PGOLD. Si PGOLD, this is one of the parang beneficiary ng ng pandemic dahil if other stocks are not doing well because of pandemic, PGOLD is actually having a really great earnings day dahil syempre for the groceries, very essential. So, ayan. Yun nga lang, on the technical side, nakakita tayo ng may untog siyang ginawa noong start of the week. No? Etong 54 pesos, that remains to be a solid resistance for PGOLD. And ayun nga, nakita natin na bumagsak siya. Okay? But then again, right now nasa 45 almost 50 pesos na etong si PGOLD at this time, which is basically its support. So very important na mag-hold Etong, ano to, 49.80, no? 49.80 sa kanya. Otherwise, tingin baka umabot pa to ulit na bumalik to ng around 47.23 or worst is 43 pesos. Okay? So, ayan, yun yung tingin kong ano kay PGOLD. So, doble ingat. If meron kayong hawak na PGOLD, then, ayun, watch out for the support line here. It's, ano na eh, kumbaga, you should have partially sold na at this stage nung Monday. Pero kung hindi nyo inabot, then it's too late to cut it. Just wait na lang on Monday kung ano yung gagawin nung stock, no? If it goes above 49.80, then that's good sign for you. If not, then cut loss. Okay? Doon naman sa mga nag-aabang, same thing. Tingnan ninyo kung on Monday if it will bounce. Ideally, the candle should close above 50 pesos. Okay? So, yun na lang yung magiging pinaka-guidance. Okay? So, that's my take on PGOLD. Next is VLL. Medyo binibilisan ko Teka lang. Inom lang muna ako. Let me check on the comment box here. Tingnan natin. Sabi ni Robin, how important sir ang correlation ng US stocks or futures sa Philippine stock market? Always bang need i-relate yon pag magte-trade? Thank you. Not always. Okay? But then right now kasi yung stage natin right now with the economy is with the pandemic, kumbaga ang mga traders or investors naghahanap na yan ng catalyst, no? Catalyst could be earnings, significant news na local or global, no? As we have observed in the past, madalas kung anong ginagawa ng US economy or US market, yun din yung nangyayari dito sa Philippines. Simply because malaki ang contribution ng foreign investors sa Philippines. And foreign investors, primarily for them, one of their major indicator apart from technical is of course yung galawan sa global market. So, on your question, they are important. Yes, they are important. Always ba na kailangan i-relate? Not always. But you also have to consider them. Okay? So, ayan. Sabi ni Darrell, parang bearish divergence FGEN. Bearish divergence, saang divergence ito? RSI or or volume? Balikan ko saglit volume, RSI, no. Baka volume ang ibig mo sabihin. So volume kasi we can see na pataas yung trend niya dito but yung volume is going down. So it could be a volume divergence. What else? Sabi ni Vicente, federal land ang property arm ng GTCAP. Yep. Ano pa sinabi ko kanina? Sabi ko FLI tama? Federal Land Inc. O baka mali yung sinabi ko. But anyways, so thanks for that. Si Christian RLC, sir. Hindi natin maabot si RLC. Actually, hindi na natin matatapos yung list natin ulit. So, pasensya na. Si Christina, waiting for PGOLD. Ayun, natapos natin si PGOLD. Mer, natapos natin si Mer. Abangan mo na lang yung recording sa YouTube channel, which I will be posting by tomorrow. DMCI mining. Okay. So, nga pala, merong DMCI mining din pala apart from SCC, which is mining and energy sector na company ni DMC. Mars de Los Santos, walang volume. Which stock was this? Sorry. Hindi ko na makita. DMCI also has mining sa Zambales. NIKL if I remember correctly. Okay. Yeah. Hindi ko kabisado kung anong ginagamit, kung ano yung minimina ni DMCI mining. Si SCC is more on coal, di ba? How about Sir Ali? How about Sir ang Ali? Time to buy and saan price po siya pwede i-sell? Sabi ni Raymond. Raymond, natakal na natin si Ali kanina. So, siguro, just wait for the recording by tomorrow. I'll post it with timestamp and stock code. So, you can review that. Okay? So, going back, yan natin VLL. Dito na si VLL. Okay. Vistaland of Villar. So, ayan. On the technical side, we can see na medyo nagko-consolidate na siya dito sa baba. Ano? Naglagay ako initial ng support line dito kaso nabasag. So, I'll adjust this one and then save it. Okay. VLL is on a downtrend at the moment. Characterized by, they are below MA200 and MA50 line. No? So, medyo hindi maganda. Negative ang sentiment sa kanya. If you are holding or kung may hawak kang VLL, then medyo malapit na siya sa support eh. So, siguro you can just place your cut loss at 290 and then wait kung anong mangyayari sa kanya. If nag-aantay naman kayo ng magandang entry point for VLL, then same thing, 290. Wait for the bounce. Okay? Sige. So, yun. That's my take on VLL. Medyo binibilisan ko para kung next MPI. Tapos natin MPI. Next is NI. This is Nihao. Tama ba? Ay, no. Iba pa. Aya, Nihao. Oh, wow. Okay. Hindi ko alam kung anong, nakalimutan ko na kung anong minimina nito ni Nihao. But on the technical side, we can see na very steep yung rally niya and this is not healthy. So kung may hawak kayo ng Nihao, you might want to consider profit taking na, at least kahit partial, kung tingin nyo may ano pa siya. Most likely nasa overbought level na siya. Actually matagal na nga pala. Ayan. So ayun, consider profit taking na kahit partial. 30% or 50% of your holdings, no? Kasi nakita na tayo ng medyo ng red candle dito. Although syempre pwede pa ring umangat ito, but mas maganda na meron na kayong makubra. Okay? Kung nag-aantay kayo ng entry point for Nihao for Nihao, wait kung ano yung magiging candle niya on Monday. If ito naging red siya on Monday, most likely it will be 3 to 4 candles pa before makakita tayo ng consolidation. So let's say for example ano lang to, pangalan nito, parang tracking lang natin. So Monday, let's say ganito yung itsura niya, expect na on Tuesday possible ganito ulit yan hanggang 3 to 4. So pwedeng hanggang dito. Tapos magkakaroon na ng consolidation yan at this level. At this level. Okay? So, yun yung tingin ko na pwedeng mangyari sa kanya. Pero kung magtuloy-tuloy din, okay, happy. Then dun sa mga nag-aabang, sorry na lang. Hanap na lang muna kayo ng iba pa. Kasi very delikado na yung ganitong rally na ginagawa ni Nihao at this time. Okay, so that's my take on Nihao. Next is FNI. This is another nickel stock. Congrats kay, was it Sophia yata? Sabi niya nakapag-sell na siya. Or someone else. Sorry, nakalimutan ko na. But yeah, okay. So, ayun napansin natin dito, nag-breakout siya at 131 nung nakaraan, kailan ba to? Last week pa pala. Nag-breakout. Yun nga lang, the next day bumalik. Then nung September, nung Tuesday, bumalik ulit siya. And then, medyo volatile yung stock na to ngayon well, dahil na kung makikita na naman natin dito sa volume pa lang niya. Mukhang pinigal-laruan nga siya. Okay. However, it closed below. It closed below 131 peso. 1 peso 31 cents. Kahapon. So that means this is a sell signal for me na kung may hawak akong FNI, nag-sell na ako dito to take some profits. Okay? And then, kung nag-aabang ka naman kay FNI, then, wait na lang, antay. Siguro, I'll wait it at around 118 or even 120. 118 to 120. Doon ako mag-aabang ng entry point for FNI. Okay? Next, DD. So, as I've mentioned, meron akong DD, nag-cut loss na ako sa kanya dahil, ayun, nahulog na siya doon sa support line ko na 15 pesos. Okay? So, right now, it is trading at 14.74. That means, kaya ko pa ba siyang ibaba? Okay. Adjusting my level. Yan. Okay. So, having said that, ayan na nga. If may hawak kang DD, then, well, you should have cut loss already. Kung nag-aabang ka naman kay DD, then, watch out on Monday. If nag-green siya, nag-close ng green, then most likely, the stock is already rebounding. No? Kasi nung Thursday pa lang, umabot na siya ng 13 pesos. Buti na nga lang nag-close na siya above 14. No? Pero ayun, this is already considered as meeting the resistance. So rebound is already in play para doon sa stock na to. Okay? So hopefully it goes like this na green. Okay? Para ma-confirm natin na this is already rebounding. On the target price naman, medyo mataas ha. 18 pesos actually. Which is quite nice. Okay? So, ayan. Yan, that's my take on DD. It's already 10 p.m. Ang dami pa pala, sorry, hindi natin na siya I'll just select siguro dalawang stock na lang from the list. Okay, let's check here. I'll go with Greenergy. At saka SSP. Green at saka SSP dahil dito ko nakita ng medyo intriguing na or interesting na chart niya. Okay. Very quickly, APVI, ito matagal ko na sinasabi ito, go out of APVI. Wag na ninyong pansinin to. If may hawak kayo dito, sell it kung ano man yung presyohan niya ngayon, then just move on to the next stock. ARIT naman, please guys, don't trade ARIT. This is a dividend stock. So this is only good for long-term investors. I still hold my ARIT, 'di ba? Since nakabili ko sa kanya. So hawak ko pa rin siya and nakapagdagdag pa nga ako sa kanya 25.60 nung nakaraan. So ayan. Pero yeah, ARIT, if you're going to trade ARIT, then just trade ALI. Yun na lang i-trade nyo. Wag niyo yung ARIT kasi hindi siya pang trading actually. Doon ako natatawa dun sa ibang mga who tries to analyze ARIT na ewan. Okay, now going back. So green. Pinost ko itong si Green nung nakaraan sa page. Kasi nung napansin ko na, page tuloy, napansin ko na nag-breakout. Bakit hindi ako makapag-spell ng maayos? Ayan. Okay. So, ito, nag-breakout na siya dito. And then, you can see this. So, nag-breakout siya dito. And then you can see this pullback. No? So what I did there was, nung nag-breakout, kasi may hawak na akong green. Okay? And then, sabi ko, uy, may breakout. This is nice. I'll wait for the pullback. And nangyari siya the next day. Nung Wednesday. So, dito ako nakabili. Nagdagdag lang ako ng holdings ko sa kanya. And then, umangat ulit siya the next day. So, ay medyo happy ako. Hawak ko pa rin si green. No? Kasi nag-aantay pa ako. I'm looking for the next adjustment ko ng cut loss. Okay? Which is medyo inconclusive pa at this time. So, cut loss ko pa rin is 192. Okay? Magkano pa average ko dito? 180, 185? 185 yata. Oo. Kasi nakapag-add na ako eh. So, nag-185 na ako. Initially, nabili ko siya dito. Ito yung candle ko noon. At 165 yata. Yun yung nabili ko noon. Kaya sabi ko, nag-bounce na dito eh. So, tapos nakakita na ako, sabi ko, malapit na siyang mag-golden cross. So, sabi ko, tinuluyan ko na si green. Ayun, medyo nagbunga naman kahit paano. So, ayun, my cut loss point will still be at 192. Dahil hindi pa ako nakakita ng magandang dito. Although, pwede to 202. Yeah, most likely, yeah. I'll just use 202 na lang siguro. If on Monday bumaba pa siya ng 202, then what I'll do is mag-partial sell na ako sa kanya, kay green. Para makapag-profit take na ako. So partial, siguro most likely ginagawa ko either 30% or 50% ng position ko. Yun yung sweet spot na ginagamit ko. Okay? Now, kung nag-aabang kayo kay green, then abangan nyo na lang siya at bumalik ng 2 pesos. Okay? So, abang na bumalik ng 2 pesos. Okay? Pero kung kayo naman katulad ko na may hawak, then yun yung take ko sa kanya. I'll cut loss on I'll take profit on 2 pesos on 202 pag na-break niya yung support na yun. Okay? So yan, that's my take on green. And then SSP. Pinili ko si SSP dahil isa ito sa mga napag-usapan natin before. Wherein, sabi ko, di ba, this one here, nagtatry siyang I thought na matutuloy itong ascending triangle. Which actually it did. No? Kung mapansin ninyo, nag-break siya dito. Yun nga lang, for some odd reason, nag-pullback siya. Medyo napakamot ako ng ulo. Although, nasa watchlist ko lang siya, pero sabi kong ganun, this is quite interesting, no? Dahil ascending triangle is basically a bullish pattern. Okay? Yun nga lang, for some odd reason, nag-pullback eh. Well, that's the market. Minsan susunod siya sa trend, pero minsan may time na ayaw niya. So, which happened here. Which is unfortunate. Kung may hawak akong SSP, I could have already sold it nung nahulog na siya dito. But then, since we are at the present and ito yung candle na binibigay niya sa atin, then that means I'll take this one out, invalid na siya. And I'll create a new support line for SSP, which is around here. Yan. Okay? So, as we can see, no, support is 125 and then also etong MA50 line. MA50 line is at around 135. Yan. Okay? So, kung may hawak akong SSP, then I'll just hold. Wait, umabot ulit siya ng wait na, mag-break na naman niya ulit ang 155. And then cut loss is cut loss will be 135. Okay? Now, for the entry. For the entry naman, kaso Usually, I'll say na etong candle na to is a good entry. Okay? Yun nga lang, medyo mataas na rin siya. I think maliit na yung upside ninyo kung papasok pa kayo dito. Yeah, 9%, not worth it. Just wait for the breakout na lang kay SSP. If it will happen. If it happens. Okay? So, ayan. Yeah, so that's my take on SSP. Okay, so that's it. That's the end of our weekend stock review for today. Once again, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And don't worry, dun sa mga hindi nakaabot ng mga stock nila na na-review natin, I'll post the recording by tomorrow with timestamp and stock code para mas madali niyo siyang mabalikan for review. Okay? So, once again, maraming salamat for joining me. And see you once again next week, Saturday, 8 p.m. for our weekend stock review. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Have a great week ahead. And good luck sa mga tradings ninyo. Bye-bye.